Same here, Victor. Good morning to you, and Demola. Good morning. Here is the news. President Bola Tinubu has approved new measures expected to yield better results in addressing the perennial crisis in parts of Plateau State. Governor of Plateau State, Caleb Moftwang, was in the State House on the invitation of the President. The meeting was for the President to get first-hand information from the Chief Security Officer of the state over the latest killing in Awan Rukoba, a community in Jos, in which more than 20 people were reportedly killed. Briefing our State House correspondent after the private meeting, Governor Moftwang revealed that the government has mapped out plans to address the incessant killing in the state. The governor, who had relaxed the 48-hour curfew earlier announced as an immediate measure, gives an update on the situation in the affected community.
Council meeting, we've been able to agree on certain steps that we need to take, and the President, I've briefed him, and the President has agreed that those steps should be taken.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has postponed his scheduled trip to Iperu, Ogun State, to flag off operations at the Gateway International Cargo Airport. Instead, he will head to Jos, capital of Plateau State, to commiserate with the government and people of the state over the recent gun attacks which claimed the lives of innocent citizens. From Plateau, the President will travel to Lagos to observe Good Friday. In a statement issued by Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, on Saturday, April 4th, President Tinubu will travel to Ogun State for the commissioning of the cargo airport and the inauguration of 2 commercial aircraft for the export and import of goods aimed at boosting the state's economic growth. He will also inaugurate the new edifice of the Federal Operations Unit of the Nigerian Customs Service and its operational vehicles. He will return to Lagos to continue the Easter holiday, during which he is expected to commission infrastructure projects undertaken by the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. These include the iconic Ojota-Opebi Link Bridge, the Lagos State Geographic Information System building, the multi-agency complex named after the President, and a school complex. Before returning to Abuja, President Tinubu will visit Bayelsa State on April 10th to commission some of Governor Doyo Diri's completed projects. Operatives of the Department of State Services, DSS, have arrested 25-year-old Nafisa Usman for allegedly supplying ammunition to bandits operating across several states. Security sources revealed that Ms. Usman was nabbed at a major motor park in Kano while she was caught with 20 rounds of newly acquired ammunition. The consignment, transported from Lafia in Nasarawa State, was headed for Kankara in Katsina State. The source revealed that the operation followed actionable influence intelligence, which revealed Usman's movement and activities. The federal government's planned ports upgrade is expected to boost the national revenue profile with an increase of 21 billion naira from the ports in 2026 alone. This was revealed when the Nigerian Ports Authority's management appeared before the House Committee on Ports and Harbors to defend its 2025 budget performance and 2026 proposal.
What we have in Apapa, for example, the more customs makes money for the federal government. Now, the most important part is that we have to have a brand new deep sea port.
We have Calabar, we have Port Harcourt, we have One. Do you understand me? So, I mean, one of those ports should also be supposed to be part of the rehabilitation.
In the meantime, the federal government has declared Friday, April 3rd and Monday, April 6, 2026 as public holidays to mark the Easter celebration. In a statement, Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Interior, Magdalene Ajani, says the declaration was made on behalf of the federal government by the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo. The minister congratulates Christians in Nigeria and the diaspora, urging them to reflect on the virtues of selflessness, forgiveness, love, and forbearance. He also calls on Nigerians to remain committed to unity, tolerance, and peaceful coexistence. And those are the highlights of the news at this time.